They say hindsight's 2020, and it looks like January might have been the bottom of the market here in Nashville for real estate. After prices ballooned in May of 2022 to $473,000, median price in January of this year was just $420,000, and days on the market was actually up over 15 days. So prices had gone down, and the days on the market, although it doesn't sound like a long time, in context of the last few years, that is like eternity. So what does that mean? It means prices were going down. It means things were sitting on the market longer. So for buyers, they had time to make a decision and they had leverage to get a better deal. But what's happened since then? Median price went up in February, again in March, and again in April. They've actually gone up every single month since January through July. Prices are up in Davidson County 9.5% in only 6 months to where they're currently sitting at $460,000, which is the third highest ever in Davidson County. You can see on this month-to-month pricing chart that the trend line of prices has been pretty consistent except for the brief spike we saw last year. That means the falling prices were really just settling back down into what real estate has always done, increase in value over time, sometimes slow, sometimes faster, but always increasing over time. So what now? Last month we told you that affordability was at an all-time low because prices are high and so are interest rates. So if you're that kind of buyer that wants to time the market just perfectly in terms of affordability, it could be a mistake to buy a home right now. However, if we look at prices would need to significantly decrease to change affordability very much, and that is slim that's going to happen. However, it is likely that interest rates are going to drop, and that would have a significant impact on affordability. The wild card is, when is that going to happen, number one, and two, by how much? The Fed continues to look at various factors in the market, what's going on with employment and all these factors, and it seems like on a month-to-month basis, nobody's really sure what they're going to do. So it could be, as we mentioned early in the video, prices are up 9.5% since January. If that were to continue, and if the factors that the Fed looks at to change rates up or down don't change significantly in the next, say, 9 to 18 months, it actually could be that it's a better time to buy in this climate than it is to wait to buy a home later. If moving makes sense for your life circumstances and you can afford it, I believe it's usually a good idea to buy real estate regardless of timing. Prices are not expected to drop significantly, and who knows when interest rates are going to go down and by how much. If you're interested in starting a conversation about whether moving makes sense for you, my team and I would love to help. Be sure to reach out and we'll treat you like family and make sure you have a 5-star experience.